Hello and welcome to this special segment on the ongoing India AI Impact Summit 2026. We are right now at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, which is hosting the first of its kind summit across the global south. And now we are joined with a very special guest, Mr. Amit Chadha, the MD and CEO of L&T Technology Services, joins us in this special interaction. So thank you so much for talking exclusively to us.
And thank you so much for having me here today.
When we talk about L&T Technology Services, you are also one of the exhibitors at the India AI Impact Summit. Tell us the purpose, tell us the expectations, and how do you look at the growth of AI in India?
Sure. So if I was to address AI and India, and then I'll come to L&T and LTTS later. But if I look at AI, it all started with machine learning many, many years ago, and then to AI, and then Gen AI, agentic AI, and now we're talking about physical AI as well. India has had a leg up on two things. One, with the number of STEM graduates that come out, about 1.x million graduates every year coming out, as well as the education standards that we have, it gives us a leg up on trying to understand the basics, right? One. Second, with the IT industry and the engineering services industry, which is today a $600 billion industry, we've got the domain expertise that does not exist in this critical scale at other places. So if you take both of those, and then you take the advent of AI and Gen AI, etc., you look at the last 18 months and you will be happy to note the amount of work that the Indian industry, India Inc., is today doing in AI. From helping banking and financial institutions in the US and Europe, to manufacturing enterprises across the world, to service industry, if I may, globally, there are multiple examples where India Inc. has actually implemented, installed, rolled out, scaled up AI initiatives. So I do believe that India is the perfect scaling partner for the world for AI.
And when we talk about the India AI Impact Summit, first of its kind event across the global south, and you keep traveling the world. Right now, you just visited the Washington, D.C. What your experience says when we talk about India AI Impact Summit, it being hosted by New Delhi, and the kind of guests, speakers, exhibitors who are here?
So the India AI Impact Summit, I think, is a follow-on from the one that happened in France last year and the UK the year prior. I think it is but befitting for India to host it. If we are going to be the scale partner for the world, we need to be able to showcase what we've got. So if you go across the mandapams, you look at the various stalls, and not just LTTS or L&T, but you look at various stalls of various companies, you can see different facets of AI and the real life implementation of the same. I think this is extraordinary. Just like the unified payment system, UPI, that India implemented some years ago, I do believe that AI with the deep tech startups as well as the India Inc., India is here to scale and stay.
When we talk about the India AI Impact Summit, and as you said that this is really extraordinary, there are many sessions also, around 5,000 plus sessions which are ongoing, and people are brainstorming on the concept called AI, artificial intelligence. But there is a need to regulate, as well as there is a need not only to regulate AI, but also to democratize AI at the same time. How do you look at it, and how can India achieve this under the AI India mission?
See, it again depends on, would you do you want more innovation or do you want more regulation? This is an age-old discussion that continues to happen on various facets. I do believe in responsible AI. I do believe in ethical AI and secure AI. But beyond that, I think there has to be a level of innovation. We will learn, we will fail, we will stand up, we will learn again. And that's broadly how I see it. If I was to switch and talk to you about what we've been doing at L&T, so L&T implemented the digital about 8 years ago across the enterprise. One of the first in India to do that. About 18 months ago, our chairman got us all together across the business units, as well as independent company CEOs, and said, you know what, we're going to have an AI council. I want the group to learn from each other and I want then the group to take it to the world, right? Today, if you look at it, LTTS alone has got 250 patents filed in AI. The L&T group, I'm sure, has got about more than 400 patents filed on AI. And we've recently announced, just a few hours ago, tie-up with NVIDIA to launch a gigawatt factory, AI factory for India. So if you look all in all, I think there's a lot of innovation at the same time. There's a lot of scale, there is speed that needs to happen with it.
That's a very important announcement, the launch of gigawatt AI technology here in India and the factory that you're talking about. Tell us, how is it going to help the employment opportunities and create more such for the youth especially?
Sure. So if I go back, and I was talking to somebody earlier today, when the horse cart got replaced by automobiles, people said that this is going to create havoc. Y2K happened, and people said that after Y2K, the IT industry will be over. The IT industry, engineering industry today is $600 billion in revenues. This is a change. No doubt it's a change. Now what's important is, how are we going to embrace it? And are we going to let the change us, or are we going to be part of the change and therefore become the medium for the world? I do believe that we've got two things going for India. One, like I said, is the domain expertise that we possess about processes, about industries, micro verticals, right? That you don't have available. Second, the STEM graduates that we've got coming along. Third, the kind of investments that the government is making in the deep tech startups, in the data center area, in the SEMCON area, and of course supporting the IT/ES industry. I do believe that all these three put together creates the perfect, shall I say, recipe for future success. Of course, the same skills that we have relevant today will change. You will need a lot more analytics. You will need a lot more diagnostics, right? Because the mundane activities will get done by AI. But then that brings reliability, that brings plus. I have a number of cases with my clients who could not have afforded. So give you an example, a particular client wanted to look at seismic data analysis of a reservoir in an oil reservoir. They could not think about doing it without AI because it was requiring a lot more number of dollars. The reliability was not there in the data or the results that were coming out, etc. But now leveraging AI, we are implementing that for this client, and it's a time-bound initiative. It's affordable, more reliable. If you come to our booth, we'll show you. We've been working on endoscopic images that we can enlarge without changing the camera, because we are able to leverage AI to be able to do that. We've got rail inspection, physical AI systems we've implemented that improve the safety and reliability in the rail system. So there's so much more that can be done. It will create new opportunity and new jobs. My advice to the youth is, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Don't get psyched by all this conversation. Figure out a way to make yourself relevant and with the right skill set for the future.
But for leveraging AI, trust building is also important. How do we do that?
Absolutely. See, it's a two-way street. We will have to trust the system. We will have to trust the data and what it throws up, but we'll have to verify. At the same time, we'll have to make sure there is no hallucination, right? There have to be a lot of security measures to be put in. You, of course, like you talked about regulations, there will have to be some amount of regulations and rails that we will have to put in. But I believe once you do all that, it is a net positive going forward for the world and for India.
So would it be right to say that the India AI Impact Summit comes at the right moment?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Amit Chadha, for joining us and talking exclusively to DD India.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here today with you.
So there you heard Mr. Chadha talking about AI, its regulation, ethics, and also trust building, which is a key, and how Mr. Chadha and his company, through the AI initiative, through artificial intelligence, are working towards accelerating the economic growth, not only for the country, but for the entire world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.